I have a traditional academic background. I studied here at HEC, strategic management, but also sociology and philosophy at La Sorbonne. And it's quite naturally that I came to realize that firms influence social behavior, social aspirations, and actually mold them.
I'm an HEC alumna, class of '88, and after my graduation I went to live in a slum in Chile as a volunteer for 1 year, and there I discovered extreme poverty. Meanwhile, I had some friends who were creating a microfinance institution, and I realized that business entrepreneurship can be part of the solution.
The first meeting between Danone and Mohamed Yunus was actually organized by Benedict. Yunus explained the concept of social business, a business where you are not seeking profit and you're not taking dividends, but instead you're pursuing a cause.
When HEC decided to create short 2-month programs called certificates, I came up with the idea of creating a chair within which we would find a certificate on these issues. And in 2008, we co-created the chair with the HEC professor Frédéric d'Alsace.
So the financial crisis had an extremely important role in this. I think that with many colleagues around the world, we came to realize that as business school professors, we had a responsibility. So with several colleagues coming from different departments, we decided just to study the shareholder value maximization model, and we decided just to meet very regularly for research seminars where we were presenting our research.
We decided to bring together all research and teaching initiatives related to social business and sustainable development within one center.
It is how the Society and Organizations Research Center was born.
The S&O Center became a true center with the goal of integrating social and environmental perspectives within research and teaching.
We're creating the Action Tank, which is an incubator of social business models for French poor people to make sure they can access essential goods and services.
I saw this Center for Society and Organizations, and you see this idea of all these faculty involved working around this theme and creating new ideas, creating new research that are going to inform how we develop a more economically valuable society, but also a more beneficial and inclusive society. And you can't help but want to support and sustain and grow something like that.
From the implementation of the 3 pillars, Think, Teach, Act, grew the movement for social and business impact, we call it MSBI, of which Martin Hirsch and Emmanuel Faber are co-presidents, and Mohamed Yunus, honorary president.
The movement for social business impact looks at changing the lines and the paradigm in order to make sure that we have a more inclusive, a more sustainable economic theory.
Our goal is just to introduce this socially oriented mentality to business leaders. Equipped with this perspective, they can therefore act for a better world.
We educate students and decision makers on major social issues to become change makers.
I realized that what I've learned in HEC could be used for social impact missions or projects, and I decided to dedicate myself to social business. I'm quite optimistic about the future because I can see in my job that social and environmental issues, which were before CSR or communication issues, are more and more becoming strategic subjects for the company.
If we think about where we're heading with the Center for Society and Organizations, I mean, what are we doing? We're building a thought leader. We're building a group that really is going to have a voice, not just in France, but around the world, about important questions of economic value, but also think about important questions of social justice.